Yesterday I got a text from this other girl that I used to work with. She was inviting me to a party that she's going to be hosting. On the text she said, you can bring a friend. I thought, shit, I don't have friends. Like, I do not have friends. This is something that I would not really think about. Like, yeah, I don't have friends, but I wouldn't really be thinking about that. Like, I don't have friends. Like, it never really was a problem, you know? Because I've gotten used to being by myself so much that I don't really care. You know, it's not something that I think about. It's not something that I felt like was a problem or was not normal, you know? It was just something that was just in the background. I don't have friends. But it never felt like I didn't have friends. Let me put it that way. Have you ever been so used to your situation that it just started to feel normal? Like, even if it's not a situation that is normal, even if it's not a situation that a lot of people want to be in, but it feels normal because you're so used to it. You've developed your own ways of coping with that situation. So that's how it's like for me. Like, I'm so used to being by myself that I do not need anyone anymore. You know, there have been times in the past when I was like, you know, I need friends, man. I need people that I can hang out with. I need people that I can go out with. But now I really do enjoy my own company. Now I really feel like I don't need anyone. Now I don't even feel like something is missing. You know, when you feel whole, you feel complete. You don't feel like something is missing. I feel more complete when I'm alone than when I'm with other people. Like, when I'm with other people, sometimes they make me feel like I'm not complete. You know, because people have their own ideas about things. You know, they have their own ideas about life. So you listen to other people talking about where they think you should be. Like, oh, you know, I think if you did this and you did that, you'll be very far in life. You'll be having this, you'll be having that. And they'll be talking about things that you don't even care about, but they'll make you feel like you're not doing enough in life because you don't have these things that they feel like you must have. No, but when you are used to being by yourself, you walk at your own pace. You don't feel like you are under pressure. You don't feel like there are things that you must do that you don't like really feel like you want to do at a specific time or at that time. So feeling alone when I'm with other people made me want to be alone. It made me feel safe being by myself. So I think when I'm around other people, I do actually give them the I don't need anyone type of vibe. You know, because I sometimes do find myself with a group of people, talking to them, but I never really end up being friends with anyone. I mean, I've worked with a lot of people that I've never really became friends with, and we had a very good relationship. We had an excellent relationship, but I would never, like, not really end up being friends with them. And I think it has a lot to do with giving off the energy that you don't really need anyone. You're good. And it is so natural for you. Like, it feels natural. It doesn't feel like something is missing. It doesn't feel like something is wrong. It doesn't feel like something is off. You know, where I live, everyone has friends. You know that, oh, this this person is friends with this person and that person. It's something that is just normal. It's just normal. Everyone has friends. I live in a village. In a village, everyone knows everything about everyone. It's not like when you're living in a township or in a city. Like in a village, everyone knows you. So I know a lot of people and everyone knows me. But I don't have friends. It's weird. It's actually weird that I don't have friends. There are people that I grew up with that I don't even call them my friends anymore. I feel like they're family because these are people that I've known my whole life, but they are in other provinces. Some of them are in Gauteng, Johannesburg, Some of them are in Free State. Some of them are in Eastern Cape. So I have no one to call a friend right now. But it feels normal. I feel like I'm more at peace now, just being by myself and not really feeling like I'm under pressure. Not feeling like I should be scared of something, because sometimes when you're friends with people, they will get you in trouble. Sometimes people are jealous, Sometimes people will suspect that you're doing something that you're not doing. The last friend that I had was a guy that I was producing music for. This guy helped him a lot. I made music with him. Me and him were good, like really, really good. And in 2018 or 2019, he got locked up. He got mixed up with some guys that were stealing some things, and he got locked up. When he got locked up, I went to his home, spoke to his mom, told her that, I'm gonna visit him. I think I'm the only guy that visited him. He had other friends, but I'm the only one that actually visited him, When he came back, a year later, he had a baby, a year later, after coming back. So he would say, why does my baby look like you? Like, have you seen my baby, dude? Like, she looks like you, for real, man. She looks like you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I didn't take that seriously. Like, it's just niggas, man. Like, I didn't feel like it was a big deal. I think he said that his baby looks like me in 2020. And in 2021, he started saying that when he was locked up, I had sex with his wife. I'm like, what the fuck? But I still didn't feel like he was really accusing me, because he wasn't angry or anything like that. He was just saying that, but he was laughing. So I was like, alright, man, it is what it is. I didn't feel like it was a big deal, 2022, it became a big deal. This guy now has a beef with me. He starts posting on Facebook that he doesn't want his wife anymore. He doesn't want his kids anymore because his kids are not his, and one of his kids is mine, blah, 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 And that's when I realized that, you know what, man? This will be the last friend that I would ever have. I'm done. I'm good being by myself, because when you're mixed up with other people, there's a lot of drama. There's lots of problems that you'd have to deal with, because of other people. But when you're used to being by yourself, you don't deal with other people's bullshit. You just deal with your own problems, and people don't really know what is going on with you because they don't get too close to you. You know, people just see you and not really know what's really going on with you. They will know the things that other people know about you, so that's cool, but they won't really know your secrets, which is good because people are full of drama. I don't know why. People are full of drama, bro. People gossip. People are jealous. People are always competing with you. Whether you like it or not, people will be competing with you. People have their own ideas about how your life should be. And sometimes it's hard to be yourself when you're surrounded by a lot of people. You know, it's hard to be yourself when you're surrounded by a lot of people because they have their own ideas about how you should be. They'll tell you that, oh, you're not living your life right. You should be living your life this way. Oh, you're wearing that. No, that's not good. Oh, you're saying this. No, this is not good. Oh, you think like this. No, this is not. Like you never really become yourself because you'll be listening to different people. I saw this other meme of this guy and his lady walking with their horse. And someone complained like, oh, wait, why are you guys not riding your horse? Why don't you ride your horse? And then the guy climbed on top of his horse. The lady was walking, and someone else commented like, yo, why is your lady not on top of your horse? Why are you the only one that's on top of your horse? He put the lady on top. Someone else complained like, oh, you guys are selfish. Don't you realize that this horse is actually small? Like the weight is making the horse uncomfortable. You know, people will always have their own opinions about things. You see, like if you have friends, you know, they'll always have opinions about things, and sometimes it's hard for people to be themselves when they're surrounded by a lot of people because they have their own ideas. You know, you try to do something and then you think of what another person has said, but when you are alone, you are really free to be yourself and really evolve. You know, evolve the way that you need to evolve as a person. What you must understand is that we're not perfect. We're not perfect, but we're evolving. So and other people actually expect you to be perfect. This is the problem. So when you're still evolving and you're not perfect, people will comment about your imperfections, right? What they'll be not realizing is that no, you are actually evolving. You are actually becoming better as a person. So people stop evolving because of that. Because people will tell them that no, you're doing that, or you're trying to do that, you're not good at it, or it doesn't work out for you. So people stop doing these things that are actually helping them evolve because they listen to other people instead of really being themselves and getting better at being themselves. You know, you're not going to be perfect at being you in the beginning because you're trying to figure out what really works for you. So you must be making mistakes and be learning from these mistakes. You don't need to really be surrounded by people that are judging you left and right. Like, it doesn't work. I know that a lot of people have a lot of friends. Most of them are not real. Right? They're not original. They lack personality. That's because they've had to please other people. You know, they were doing things to please other people. You know, doing things just to be accepted by other people. They were listening to what other people were saying was normal, and they were afraid to do things that they felt were not normal, you know. So yeah, that's what I've learned, man. That's what I've learned, from just being alone, not really having friends, just doing my own thing, viewing reality the way that I want to view it without really hearing what other people are saying about me. Because when you don't have friends, you don't even get to hear what other people be saying about you. You just live your life, man. Because other people, they will have their opinions about you, and most of these opinions are not based on facts. Most of these opinions are not even opinions that have really thought about. They just have shallow opinions about you. So if you're going to be listening to other people, it is going to be very hard for you to be yourself, to really find yourself, you to really find peace within. So that's why I enjoy solitude, man. Plus I think that it's actually better to just be by yourself most of the time. I think when you really think about it, you are alone. When you really think about it, you are alone. There isn't any other person that views life the way that you view life. There isn't any other person that's viewing this world the way that you're viewing this world. You are the main character in your story. You don't know how it's like to be another person. You only know what it's like to be you. So you are literally the main character in your story. So you are really alone, because no one sees life the way that you see life. No one really understands you. There isn't any other person that views life the exact way that you view life. It doesn't work that way. You see, so you are really alone. You can't really make other people understand you the way that you would really want to be understood. It doesn't work that way. People have their own perspectives about life. You have your own perspective about life. So really, you've got to be okay with being alone. Be okay with having the opinions that you have. So yeah, man, that's how I live my life. I'm alone, and I feel better than I've ever felt. There've been times when I really had friends, and yeah, having friends has its own benefits, but if you want peace, if you want to grow, if you want to understand yourself more, you need to be okay with being alone. And this also helps you do things that you really want to do without trying to please other people. Because think about this. When you are not able to really be by yourself, when you do things that other people feel like you shouldn't be doing, you're gonna feel like you should stop doing these things, even if you really want to do these things. You're gonna become a people pleaser, right? You just be doing things that you feel like other people are going to approve of, rather than doing the things that you want to do because you need them. You see, that's a huge problem. Like, needing other people is a huge problem. You need to do things that really make you happy, to be free enough to do things that actually make you happy, without thinking about how other people are going to perceive you, without thinking about what other people are doing. You just do what you feel you must do. You must just do things that you feel like are right for you, than doing things that other people expect you to do, because people are living their lives the way that they want to live their lives anyway. They're viewing the world the way that works for them. So you want to view this world the way that really works for you. Thank you all, guys.